going through.
Oh my God.
At some point, he even looked like, before he started dating Kim, he looked like he was like just going through a lot of shit.
And you know who
right?
he was with before? Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
Funny guys.
Boom.
Funny guys.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt.
So at this point, by the time we're releasing this episode, it's after the podcast. It's after Shinsuke. Hey,
After the concert.
how dope was that
Hey,
concert?
you guy.
I know it's going
Are
to
you
be dope.
emceeing this time?
Nah.
Oh.
Yeah.
After last time.
She needs no introduction.
Usiaibishe Nyashinsky kwa Instagram.
Nah, the people putting it together.
Hey,
like,
see Friday. See this guy Friday Chomad.
Had they,
Wait.
oh, damn. Do you know
Yeah,
Oh my God,
That's-
that was
Tell us.
hilarious.
Saturday,
Oh, that was
Yeah.
a good one.
the whole of Saturday,
Yeah.
I
Did you
was...
make it to work?
No, I didn't go to work.
I figured.
Yeah.
I figured. I made it to the airport. I made it.
Yeah,
I made
I
it,
saw.
I made it to coast.
But the whole of Sato, I couldn't even
guys.
go onto Instagram. I was so, like, I was feeling like I chomad vibaya
at some
sana.
point, you were just like, you guys, let me tell you. I was like, that guy's gone. That guy's gone. He's gone, ladies and gentlemen. I saved your ass. And then, he caught a feeling. He was telling me, why
Yeah.
did you remove me from that? I'm like,
I
Kerry,
called Combox right
sleep.
after.
What?
Yeah. I was
even
like,
I Chomoda.
my life stopped.
Even hi, Chomoda.
No, I
She's just
removed
like,
myself.
Hi, Chomoda.
I removed
She saw me
myself.
going to Finya there, then she was like,
removed myself.
let me eject myself
I have smaller
before.
fingers and I'm faster, so I removed
Guy.
myself.
Yo, by the way, guys, let me ask you,
Stop.
chap. So, first, Shin City, make sure you buy, and then buy VIP so that we can sit in the Uko. We
VIP.
don't want to be speaking to you over there. Joyce,
Yeah. Zinaitwa goats.
MC, could you please
Goat
announce Joyce there?
tickets.
Hey, meh.
No problem.
You better show up.
Meh,
So anyway,
tickets.
so what is happening with Akina Kabu? You were telling me before you came.
Oh.
Thank
Yeah.
you for, by the way, thanks for being late again.
Again.
I
But-
think now now you two
Where's
are
the
tying.
evidence?
Now you two are tying.
Where's
No,
the-
we're not tying you. I'm early these days.
Where's the evidence?
You
I
two are
was late?
tying.
Me, I'm early.
You
We
two are
have some
tied.
interesting pictures that we posted before
Yeah,
you go
check
That
here.
you were
Instagram.
posting when I
Why
was
were you
here.
not in them? Why were you not
You
in
were
them?
posting the
'Cause
pictures
you were
while I
not
was here.
Because you
Kerry.
were not here.
Oh, okay.
That's
Kerry.
why.
Yeah.
So, Ati, what's happening? Ati, what?
So, the Jabo family. We
Why are
all
they
know
called
Jabo
Jabo Jabo?
Jabo. Because
What is that?
they- Bonfire Adventures. The guys
It's
called
called Jabo
Bonfire
Jabo.
Adventures.
Okay, I don't know why they're called Jabo Jabo.
Because they say Jabo Jabo in all their ninis when they're
Oh,
talking.
like
They're
Jabo,
like Jabo
guys.
Jabo.
Wait.
Jabo,
to
Bwana.
Bonfire
Oh, like
Adventures.
Jambo.
Yes.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was like Kapow.
No, it's Jabo Jabo. I don't know.
I thought it was like their.
I don't know.
their thing.
Kikuyus, our M's and N's, it's
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
just leave it.
yeah.
Leave us alone.
Yeah.
So I don't know if someone is the one who told
Guys
the
are so
story.
mean. Ati Jabo
of how-
Jabo.
Jabo Bwana.
Jabo bus. So
Okay.
there's someone who said that now Kabu, I'm thinking that is his name, the guy has a 24-year-old son that nobody knew about, allegedly.
Oh, yeah.
But him and the wife knew about it, right? Your story ikakanika inakufa. So I think this morning or yesterday she went on to say, you know what, in fact, our relationship is on the rocks because this guy actually has 3 baby mamas.
What?
The 24-year-old I knew about, I've always known about because I think it was just when they started dating or before they started dating. But now in between the marriage, 3 baby mamas.
Kerry, I mean, what's
In-
up with
in
guys?
between.
Also, what's up with guys? Like, why can't you just like, okay, fine, you've gone there, you've impregnated somebody, right? How secret do you think you can keep another human being?
Honestly, it's a human being.
Like,
bro.
how secret can you?
It's not a
And then,
handbag you can hide at the back of the
Let me tell you,
closet.
the worst part about guys, hata saa zile mtu ameshow up kwa nyumba,
Yeah.
ndio huyu.
Si
Unasema
wangu.
sijui.
Well, I don't know this
Honestly.
one.
Okay, why do guys? Okay,
I've never
so now
understood
now
that.
that she has, okay, first another question, yeah. Sasa si tunafaa kufanya nini?
Exactly. I don't understand why people go exposing their relationships on social media. Like, it's none of our business.
But
Wait,
It's going to be
they exposed themselves.
yeah, she's the
See,
one
she's
who said
the
it.
come to the internet to say that.
No, the 24-year-old I think was exposed by someone else. But her, she came now after that. She said, in fact, she has 3
Wait,
other.
she's added more fire,
Yeah,
fu-
fuel to the fire.
of her own fire.
Imagine.
Hey, wow.
I don't know why people
they
expose
fi-
each other like that on
But
social
you see,
media.
that's what happens when
would
you
it,
put
would
your
it be an
relationship
issue if,
online.
like, let's say, yeah, fine, he's got 3 other baby mamas. If he didn't have, like, let's say, like an intimate relationship anymore with those baby mamas, like, it's just.
But these guys have
'cause
been married for 20 years.
It
Why
takes
are you
2
having
minutes to get
other...
pregnant. So, like, inaweza kuwa ni nini? Inaweza kuwa.
How do you know it
It
takes
wasn't
2
a-
minutes?
It wasn't a long relationship. Maybe it was a 1-minute
Bro, these
relationship.
guys have been together for, I think, 20
But you
years.
see, the thing.
So
from-
there's
But I
infidelity
think the
in
bigger
the marriage.
deal would be if they're already married, then maybe if he's got other relationships out there, then maybe it's a problem. But if you have kids
That's
and you're
what
taking
she's
care
saying.
of them,
That's what
then
she's saying.
How's
She's-
that an issue?
No,
She's
she's
now
now coming to
exposing.
expose them. Like the fact that there's infidelity in their marriage. Like they've been together for, I think, 20 years. Like
But
these
me
guys
guys
have been together for a
nimewambia,
while.
what have I told you, Joyce? You put your person on the internet, you're just advertising them to their next person. Am I lying?
That's probably true.
That's
I'd
just
really,
a fact.
I'd really
Like-
like to know the timeline of
Joyce,
the
let me
children.
ask you a question. Who's more attractive? Someone who's just posting themselves or somebody who looks happy with somebody else? As in the
I think
grand scheme
both.
of things.
I mean, in the social media
If
world,
you-
Depends on how you're
yeah.
posting
Just seeing,
yourself.
you're seeing somebody who's going. He's just being so nice.
Yeah.
He's treating his woman so well.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
being
yeah,
a
that's
nice
true.
father.
That's true.
That person becomes attractive to the next person.
That's
true.
Right. So
It's like he already has experience in being a good partner.
exactly.
So
Nobody wants someone who's just sitting there just being mbona watu hawataki. It's like when you go to a car shop
Yeah.
or you go to an apartment
Yeah.
which has always been empty.
Yeah.
Every
You're
you
like, why
pass
is
there
it
for
empty?
3 years.
Yeah.
Ah,
They
you
must
don't
be
move in.
It's actually
Yeah.
called the goldfish effect. So apparently, female goldfish only mate with other male goldfish that other women want.
Boom.
Like if a goldfish
really?
is just by itself
Wait,
and
are you
looking
saying
nice,
us? No, but that's why
and
not
it's
go.
like-
So now
But we
instead
have
of
memories
birds,
of
now we
gold
say
ships
you're
sometimes. Because like someone can be cheating on you. Our drinks are here. You see,
Is that
this
the
time
place with the
I
berry blast?
ordered for you guys.
Yay!
yes, that's mine, please. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so fancy.
It is mind
Thank
blasting.
you for ordering for us.
Lakini
this
mbona hiyo
time.
lemon inakaa imeoza? Lemon. Oh, as in ni style yake.
Oh, it's actually called Kigeugeu. Does it have alcohol?
Eh,
Of course it does.
hii
Iko na syringe.
Pore pore pore
Iko na
pore.
syringe.
Huko chini iko na kio.
What is this? What is in the syringe? The shot?
What is this?
Sasa hii ndio heroin.
An apple a day.
I really want to take a
Unakumbuka
video.
last time tulikuwa hivi?
I don't want to see no doctors around me.
So what's in the shot?
It's the now the nini?
The alcohol.
The citrus thing. Unaona venye nilimwambia ati hii ni inaoza is dried. Anyway, so
Nice.
Okay.
what was
That-
I telling you? I've even forgotten.
We've even forgotten. We
What
got
was I saying?
distracted by
No,
the
no, no. I
drink.
have to remember what I was
Oh, we're
saying.
talking about the
Marriage is a
goldfish
scam and posting
effect.
each other.
No. So here's the thing, yeah.
So you sound so hard. Honestly, since
when
you
guys-
left, your relationship ended. Sorry.
Also, someone said you should be giving us a daily update on your socials, on how your whether you've spotted any new neighbors.
No. I'm not. No neighbors.
Sasa, me, I'm just saying, guys, if you put your person out on social media, as in, yes, you can survive. But the high chances from most celebs, what usually happens, you start saying irreconcilable differences because you don't want to say that nigga's a bitch.
Yeah. But you know, also in real life, have you ever noticed you become more attractive when you're in a relationship? Like all
Exactly.
this time, you'll just be single, like no one is hollering at you, the people you want to talk to are not talking to you, and then all of a sudden you have a boyfriend,
Yeah.
everyone is WhatsApping you.
Trust
and I'm
me,
like,
sis.
I was
Yeah,
single
see, that's
for so
when
long.
guys
Sis.
know that. Oh, kumbe, like you can be a really good girlfriend.
No, because
Now,
and
But
that
you
should-
become more attractive
Yeah,
when you
watch
get
out
in a
to kuibe.
relationship.
And what is that attractiveness that people like?
that-
It's that happiness that they're seeing.
Yeah.
People are attracted to your happiness,
Yeah.
right? And and especially if you're just showing all your happy moments,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
are really advertising. For real, me, that's what I think. Have you ever seen me posting anyone on my socials?
No.
You know why?
Yeah.
I'm keeping my happy moments to myself, right? Usually I'm by myself, though.
That's probably why you don't.
but that's the thing.
Oh my
like
God.
posting. That's what people do. Actually, you post happy moments.
Yeah.
You never see guys
bad
posting
moments.
arguments.
Yeah.
At we're having an argument
Yeah.
because
For real.
she chomaed
If
the
you-
sausage.
if
But you
Let me
know
tell you,
that's
look
what
at
social
them.
media
If you
is. We're
want-
lying to each other.
Do you want to keep
Ushaona
your
mtu
relationship
ameweka
safe?
poll akisema, do you think this food is burnt or not? They don't do that.
First and foremost, yeah.
I think I have.
I would slap you if you do. I've actually seen a post where some guy is posting what his wife and the mother-in-law have cooked.
What?
And guys went in.
Oh, no.
I
Are
wonder
they
whether
still
he still
together?
lives in that house.
No,
That's
I
a
bet
good
they're still
question.
Because
together.
that's
That's a
very
good
wow.
question.
That's
That's
very
no.
disrespectful. You know what I mean? But also
No.
it's real. But also, if you really want to keep your relationship safe on the streets of the internet, okay, post your bad moments when you're having an argument. Show people
So
how he's
this
shouting.
guy,
Yeah, the cute one. Show him. Ati what? You're even not a. Oh my God, he talks like that.
you ain't shit.
I'm not attracted to that no more.
Yeah.
Show a balance, Dini. But
But,
you're just
we-
advertising his best moments or her best
Yeah.
moments. I'm sitting there going
And
like,
probably those
"Uh-huh."
best moments happen like
Okay.
once every 3 months.
And how many people are sliding into the DMs? Even if I'm strong, I'm not that strong. I'm not that strong.
But
So if
social
you
media-
advertise me, be ready for the consequence.
Look for the consequence.
Yeah.
But it's also vice versa. Have you noticed how brave women are these days? When
You mean
like
us?
women don't.
You mean me and you?
No, like women in general have become very brave. They won't even wait for you to hit on them. They'll hit on you.
What are you waiting for?
I like that.
And I'm like, what?
Today I was
Yeah,
complaining
I like
to
that.
my co-host. I was
No.
complaining
That
to
is
Kevin.
hot as fuck.
No,
I know.
Okay, that's hot, but
Yeah.
not when you're in a relationship. Because someone tried to kiss my boyfriend on a night out, and
That's
I'm like, you must be insane. Like, you must have lost your mind. Like, the fact that I didn't see it makes you very lucky.
No, but you don't
because
post
But
him,
what
I
so
would
you
have-
don't
what did
post
he do?
him. We
What
don't
did
know
he do?
him.
He moved real
Exactly.
quick.
You see?
Yeah, you don't post
First
him,
you
so
did-
we don't
have
know
you
him.
put a- have you
Yeah,
put a
you
tag
need
But
to
I'm
you
just
need to
saying-
claim
Have you
him.
put a tag say take
Yeah.
it?
What I'm saying is,
I'm on
like,
via
she walked
matching
up to
clothes.
him, right? She walked up to him. She's like, "Hi, I like how you're dressed. You know, you're looking nice. Nini, blah blah. Can we hang out?" He was like, "No, actually, I'm with my girlfriend. She's right there." So like, I didn't even know when that conversation was happening. So kidogo, she's like, "Okay," and she tries to lean in. He was like, "Bro, for your sake and my sake, please walk away."
Hey.
But the fact that women are that brave,
I mean, we are. Listen, if I come out and I see somebody that I like, which I never do,
Yeah.
because I'm legally blind.
I cannot see. I'm legally blind. I'm legally blind.
So you can't see at all?
And I can see barely.
I'm blind in one
My mom
eye.
is watching. My mom is watching. Anyway, so if I come out and I see someone hot,
Yeah.
like I see you there and you're alone, how the fuck am I supposed to know this is your boyfriend?
No, but why
Yeah.
did she try to kiss him after he said he has a girlfriend and pointed at where the girlfriend was, which was literally
Excuse
a
me.
few
Are we in the
meters
club?
from him.
Are we in the club?
Nah, you need to
Are we
wear
in the,
matching
we're in the club?
clothes.
Yeah.
You think I can hear everything that's being said in the club?
Yeah, do those.
I
do
have,
everything,
I have
everything that people
selective
do.
hearing.
Everything
Hello,
that
am I
people do in
supposed to-
So just to be
relationships,
clear,
that's what
you're
you're supposed to be
defending
doing.
the death of a potential woman who tries that again.
All I'm saying is,
No,
if
I'm
the
just saying.
man's is not,
I'm
you know,
just
if
saying.
he's not moving,
I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
what am I supposed to do?
But see, he moved.
Hapa unajua sasa kuna ring hapa. Hiyo sasa ndio umefungwa.
And I like
Hizi
that.
zingine zote kila mtu
Boss,
ako open hapa.
Let me tell you something. If you want people to die, just encourage them to hit on people's boyfriends. Just
If you are
encourage
not
them.
there.
Oh.
If
Just
you are not
encourage
there.
them. He'd have done the same thing. What do you mean? Like, what kind of relationship would we be in if I can't trust him to go out by himself and vice versa? What kind of relationship
but
is that?
people-
But people do
People-
stuff like that. He can't say my
Yeah.
girlfriend is. He'll tell me my girlfriend is at home.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so he should just kiss her when he's in a
He
relationship.
should just say, yo, back up. I don't feel like doing this. Not that you have a girlfriend.
Yeah,
Because
obviously I'm
you
feeling-
telling me you have a girlfriend is just saying, and so what about your girlfriend?
Let's
Yeah.
not
So
get
you
caught.
don't respect
You
other
That's what
people.
she's trying to say.
So if you get in a relationship and another girl does the same thing to your boyfriend, it's okay.
Yo,
Because
listen.
he didn't say back away.
I don't
He
have a,
said,
I don't have a,
bo-
I don't have a problem
girlfriend.
with her. I have a problem with how he's behaving, because when I'm out there, I don't say to guys, yo, I want to take you out. No, I have a boyfriend. I say I'm not interested.
Yeah,
That
obviously.
shuts it down.
Obviously,
so
that's what
nobody
started.
will be. No,
that's what
nobody-
started the
Yeah.
conversation, and her trying to lean in was he making it clear that I have a girlfriend, like I'm serious, like.
But I feel
no,
like-
thank
But
you.
people
But
need
also,
to stop
guys-
treating relationships like marriage.
Yeah, but also, yeah.
But it's, so
Yeah.
you want, so I
It's
can
not.
go out there and kiss someone else when I'm in a relationship.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
okay.
sis,
Yeah,
until you
sis.
have a
So,
ring on your
your
finger,
girlfriend,
Until
can
you
go
have
out
a-
there and kiss someone else.
Until you have a
I'm
ring
quite
on your
lucky
finger,
I don't have one.
you're
So I'll
still
say
in the
yes.
So
market.
when you get a girlfriend, your
Yeah.
girlfriend, the relationship that you are in for 3 years, if she went out on a night out and kissed someone else and be like, no big deal, I kissed someone else.
Yeah.
Wait, wasn't she kissing someone else in the bedroom, the hotel room?
Wait, what? Nah.
Oh, it was the other one.
You guys
Yeah.
are making people in relationships not look very bad.
All I'm
honestly.
saying is, sometimes Kerry has a very interesting point. You see, someone has started dating Juicy. The next thing they're like, your wife is calling. I'm like, what the fuck you mean,
Yeah.
wifey?
Bro,
Right?
Juicy,
And then a year
I mean,
later,
if
not
you've
you
been
guys,
dating for 2
not you
months,
guys.
fine,
But
okay.
a year later, wifey, you've divorced. I mean, how many divorces are you gonna have? Even Jesus does not acknowledge this relationship, right? So I
So we
feel
stop
like
calling girlfriends and boyfriends husbands
I
and wives.
feel like
Yeah.
people should stop behaving like they're married
Yeah.
until some level of commitment. And I feel like we put so much commitment in
Too
something
quickly.
in
Yeah,
a
too quickly,
relationship,
yeah.
so someone just gets all the perks. What's the point of taking it to the next level?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If for example, I find Kerry out, right, and I find him by himself, and I find him attractive, and I want to make a move, right,
Yeah.
and he tells me I have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
He's basically leaving the door slightly open for more conversation.
But you know,
Yeah.
because
yeah.
he can really shut it down by saying, "Yo, girl,
But
I'm
you
not
I don't
know,
wanna
like,
talk
when I
to you.
say,
How will I
okay.
continue talking after you tell me that?"
Yeah.
But when I say I was just paraphrasing the conversation.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the whole conversation definitely included.
Yeah.
I'm not interested.
Yeah.
But the fact that she was still brave enough to do that.
I'm brave enough
I
to
am not
continue.
surprised that
to
other
doing
women are
more.
out here hollering
Nah.
at Jabo Jabo and being like, "Yo,
Nah.
what's up?"
But
Because
you know, another
his
way-
wife is
Business
on
out
social
there.
media with him.
Another way people
We
treat
are not in the
relationships.
same room. Social media has many rooms.
Another way people treat relationships like marriage is like, I've gone through this. You go on one date. After one date,
They start calling you babe.
yeah, they start calling you baby.
Okay, I
babe,
know, that's too-
And you're
that's a red
expected to
flag.
stop talking to
No.
everybody else you've been talking to.
That's such
As
a red
in,
flag.
we need to
Guys, my time
demystify
is
this whole
important.
thing. What dating is. Dating means you're supposed to
You're
meet.
dating, yeah,
you're
that's true.
seeing
No,
many
no, no,
people.
no. That is window shopping.
Not too
Nah,
many
it's
people.
not. No, not too many people, but
How
you're-
many
you're
is too
open
many?
to- You're open
How
to
many
see-
is too
Unaenda
many?
soko,
Enough.
Unaenda soko, utajua ni nyanya gani imeiva. Lazima
Hapo
unini,
sasa hiyo
test.
si dating, hiyo sasa ni window shopping. Sasa leo umeshachukua, unajua hata kwa ukienda kununua avocado anakuambia usifinye, ukiguza
Uliza munga avocado zetu ukifinya unanua.
unaenda
unanunua.
nayo. So kama mama avocado ako na hiyo standards, mimi I should lower my standard because what? Kama avocado inanunuliwa na haufai kufinya, unachukua tu. If you're interested, carry, take.
Now what if
Now,
you
you want
pick it,
to
it takes
finya?
forever to Eva?
Mi sasa mimi niko
But
na
how
dent
do you-
hapa,
how do you-
niko na dent hapa.
Nikuulize.
Niko na dent hapa. By the time the
Nikuulize.
one who's buying me, nimeoza na
No, but that's
I've
not how you nini nyanyazo
I
unazichukua
like that
unaangalia
analogy.
unatoa,
Hapana.
unarudisha unachukua ingine
We-
unaangalia
COVID.
unaona kai kona de unarudisha hivyo. That's what dating
Aufinyi
is.
sana,
Hey.
like you're supposed to be gentle on it.
Exactly.
let's use cucumbers for us.
Ule mwenye atakula ndo ana-
Eggplant. Unaenda kukifinya eggplant ama unaangalia tu na macho hivi?
Si unachukua unaangalia.
You see with your eyes and you're like, hey, this is the right size of eggplants.
So cucumbers, you just
Must
go and
you
pick
touch
them.
it?
Let me ask you. Cucumbers, you just go and pick them from the fridge
You
without like looking at it.
Yeah,
putting it down, looking at another one.
I wonder whether we are talking about
I'm
cucumbers.
talking about cucumbers. I
I'm
don't
not
know
in
about
this
you.
conversation.
Yeah, I'm talking about. Okay, let's go back to nyanas. Those ones are
Avocados.
easier. Okay, or
Yeah.
avocados.
Honestly, I don't think
Hata
you need,
avocado una
I
nini
feel like we're
kidogo.
going back to that story,
Okay,
but
sawa.
I don't think we need to. You need to guza everything for you to be able
Not
to.
everything.
So, for
one
example,
or two, you know.
what is what? He said
Na-
not too many.
na me, I'm
You
saying
said
not
that as
one
well.
or two.
Now you guza, you
So,
guza, but don't
ukwe tu
finya too
multitask.
much.
You shouldn't set. So, and this is where the problem becomes. Let me ask you a question.
Because you'll know
Right?
if it's not
You're
said.
doing, if you take the same premise that you're using for relationships and put it, say, in at work, right? At say, oh, I'm going to do 2 jobs, yeah, so, and see which one will leave. Or do you give commitment to one? And then if it's not even, and you say, you know what, I leave that and I go to another one. Why don't we have the same loyalty
So
for
let me-
relationships?
let me-
hold on.
okay.
But we have side
hold
hustles.
on. Is it because, and side hustles is because you're not probably fulfilled in the one thing that you're doing.
Or maybe
So
you
you
just
have
want
to
to make more
support.
money.
No, because you're not fulfilled in the one thing that
Yeah.
you're doing. That's why you have to open so many. Guys, do you know the economy is where things work? If you had healthcare and free education and all these things, you think you'd be doing a side hustle? You're trying to support yourself. Now, let's look at the way relationships have been set up in this city, where I'm going to talk about this city because this is what I know, right?
Yeah.
People are so afraid of, just giving you the real them. So that's why you tell me, so you sample, right? You've seen me. You like me, right? Why can't you give me your time? See how it goes, and then let me go because Haivani, right? But you keep your options open. You know why? Because you're so afraid to be hurt. You've been hurt before. You've had maybe stories that, people here, they'll just use you and abuse you. So you come to me damaged, holding your cards to your chest like this, we start, maybe I'm out here, I've put my heart out. I'm meeting someone who's holding their cards close to their chest, and you guys are telling me, you know what, sample. I don't want a sample. I want
let me tell
legit
you,
shit.
yeah, let
And
me
the
tell
truth is,
you-
people out here are hurt and broken, and you can't meet anything legit.
Yeah. Let me tell you why keeping your options open are important. For me personally, and I'm sure there are women out there who are like me, I have this thing of getting into a relationship with the first person I like. So whenever I start talking to someone and I go out and I see someone else who wants to talk to me, I won't shut it down. That's what I mean. Give one or two other options. Otherwise, I'm going to end up in like the first relationship with someone that I probably should not even be in a relationship.
But if the-
because I'm so tunnel vision.
why
Sometimes
can't
you
you
need
give
to
it-
see what else is like out there for
Why
you.
can't you give
before
it-
you settle down?
Have you ever tried to drive? You're driving one car, but
Yeah.
you're looking at the other car.
Yeah.
So I'm asking,
Uh,
why can't you? So why can't you? Because you're afraid to automatically jump into the relationship, right? You don't want to be hurt. Then why not
It's
do
not about
courtship?
being hurt.
Why can't you do courtship?
courtship,
Right? Courtship,
But
which
courtship,
is
you still have to choose between
Courtship
people
is what?
for
Playing
someone
hard to get?
courtship.
to
No.
court.
Courting
don't court
is
the
getting
first
to
person.
know. No, you've met Kerry, for example. So today you've gone to Tao.
Yeah.
Or you've gone for a meeting, whatever, and then you got to meet Kerry, and you're like, yo, let's have lunch or dinner. And
Yeah.
at this point, you have nothing going on in whatever, right? So you've met Kerry. Tomorrow you meet, say, John,
Uh-huh.
right? So no, Gilly. How dare you? How dare I
Gilly, how
introduce
dare
someone
you?
new?
How dare you?
It's not yet season 2. So
Yeah, the
She
next,
like her-
the
her
next week,
options open.
the
so
next 2 weeks,
you've met Kerry, and Kerry says, hey, would you like to go for lunch? Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You're not dating.
yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're in courtship. Now, at that process of courtship, when you're done, you will now fizzle it down to who am I getting
One
serious
person,
with?
yes,
yeah?
exactly.
After you
That's
go
what
for
I
one,
mean. That's what I
Exactly.
mean. Like
But
if
it's
I
not
meet,
that
if I meet
part is not
Kerry,
dating.
and then I go and meet Gilly.
But what if
and then
one
I go and
date is
meet
not
another
enough?
Guy.
That means after the first date, you have more interest.
Yeah.
Which means you've decided to extend the courtship. All right? So you're getting to know the person. Is it only honestly possible to know somebody from one encounter?
No, I
Nah.
don't
You
think
just
so.
get to know their body, you get to
Yeah.
know how they kiss,
Yeah.
but you don't know that this person is actually the most intelligent, funniest person
But
that
see,
you know.
now that's,
But you don't
that's
even
what
give them much
dating
of courtship.
is. Before you
Courtship.
get to courtship.
Courtship.
You have to go through the dating
You have to go
process.
through courtship first to
What
get
do
into
you mean?
dating.
How are you going to know who you want to be in a courtship with if you don't date?
What is
No,
courtship?
as in
Courtship
that's
is
what she's
the-
saying. That's
from
what you
friendship,
start with.
friendship that is elevating into that's not just
Relationship.
platonic. That the step between friendship to relationship, that center is courtship. We have to get to know each other.
So I can court
So
several
that you
people.
can decide. So here's the problem. In our yes, you can court
Yeah.
many people.
Yeah.
But you
in
can't date
society,
many.
our
Yeah, you can't
society
date
right
one,
now,
yeah.
the problem
Ow.
is we're dating too many people.
Yeah.
Right?
No,
That's
but
true.
if you're
So-
courting people, like you have to meet up.
How
for
many honestly
lunch.
do you honestly need
That's-
to meet
that's a
before?
You can go to a movie with somebody.
That's a
You can-
date,
That's
right?
a court. You're courting. You're courting.
Yeah, you're-
Those
you're
dates.
seeing if you
Even
want
when
to
you're
date,
with your friends,
okay.
you go on
Okay.
dates.
Yeah.
Even when even when we have this, is this
Yeah.
a date? Yeah, but must dates be dating?
No. They don't have
They're
to
not,
be dating. That's
right?
true, that's
So
true.
let's use dating as relationship. You're in a
Okay, yeah,
relationship with
yeah,
this
yeah.
person. But so this courtship part is where now instead of getting to know the person is when you're shagging.
Exactly.
Is when before you shagged, you realize you've become so entangled emotionally, and you're not really built anything substantial except your physical connection. So
exactly,
your emotions
which
are
lies
based
to
off of your
you.
physical
Yeah,
connection.
yeah.
What ends up happening? Fast forward 3 weeks, 4 weeks later, the
You
sex
don't
is
even
not
like
as
it.
banging.
Yeah.
You realize you have no storos.
That's true,
Now
that's
you
true,
start
that's
having
true.
turmoil in this relationship. Kidogo 3 months down the line, mumeachana, right? What was the problem? You have nothing else except let's go drink, let's go nini. And so now you say
Yeah. Men are trash. Yeah,
women are
yeah.
trash. No, you are trash.
Facts,
Be in
facts,
courtship,
that's true.
sana,
I agree
adi
with
with
that.
the senior councils.
Yeah,
Now
so
that's how we move.
I've
Yeah.
reached a place where I'm just like, honestly,
Don't go on dates.
I'm not even giving anybody my
20
time.
millimani.
Yeah.
Straight up. Would you you know these TV shows like the one where like, someone gets engaged?
Yeah. Oh hell no.
No,
Absolutely
you
no.
meet somebody and then you say, you know what? Because that's
Let's
what used
get
to happen.
married. No.
Sis, that's
That
what
one where you're
arranged-
being
that's what
given
arranged
pressure and you're
marriage
told
looks
that
like.
in 30 days.
Would you do arranged
Imagine.
marriage?
No.
Why? Just think about it for a sec. Think about it for a sec, right?
I'd only do arranged marriage if my dating life has completely failed and I'm doing okay now.
Oh, so you're enjoying just
It depends
like
who's arranging for me.
For real?
Yeah. If it's my folks, Z.
Why? Because
Yeah.
they're going to get you like a traditional woman.
A bus.
Eh.
what would you be afraid of being organized a marriage?
Getting someone that I don't find attractive and Because I've seen so many times that you are told, oh, just get married and then you'll fall in love later.
Nah,
Yeah,
man,
That's
doesn't
hard.
work like that,
Like,
bro.
I feel
That's
like
hard.
I need to be head over heels, like for someone, for me to actually decide to settle down and get married.
Especially
I've been
as a
married
guy,
before.
you know.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
And-
yeah.
Especially as a guy. You've been married before?
Yeah.
God.
Nah,
There's so
and
much I need to learn about you, Kerry.
You didn't know?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I got married in a relationship that lasted. I think we met in like November, and then in February we got pregnant.
Wow. And you are like, I mean, I gotta do the right thing.
Yeah, by August we were getting married.
How old were you? Tell her.
Jesus.
I was 21.
You are such a lover boy, honestly.
I didn't tell my
Kerry.
folks.
Wow, you are such
I didn't
a
tell
lover
my
boy.
folks. I
You
didn't
are
tell
such a-
nobody.
Where did you go? Where did you go?
We went to the AGs. We were in love. Mad.
You're such a lover
As in,
boy. Oh
as
my
in.
God.
You see why? You see
I
why? You
enjoyed
see why
it so
parents
bad.
put curfew?
But now,
They're like, I don't know
But
to
now-
see you with
but-
that girl
but now the
because
thing
you
is,
could get married.
yeah.
But
That's
you're living
why I
by
actually
yourself,
support
obviously.
what Kwambox is saying. You need to really get to know someone
that's true,
because
yeah.
the relationship might be rosy at start.
You know? And
Until
then you
it
get
gets
a
to
few
a point
months
now,
down the line.
like you actually know that you actually get to realize, like the person that I am, I can't be with you.
yeah.
But we can decide to co-parent, you
Yeah.
know, do something.
Yeah.
But we can't be together romantically.
That's true.
Yeah,
I had a
so
friend who
you
did
see
the
that.
same thing, and like guys were just advising him, you don't have to marry her because you got her pregnant. He was like, no, I have to do the right thing. But
Yeah.
he's also a lover boy. So you
saw
know
a
what?
story.
Props to guys like you. You
No.
know, they actually exist.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So they're these guys.
Do you know how many guys are out here hyping? You
Yeah.
want
That
to
jump
marry
fast and
them?
think
Yeah,
later.
exactly.
Hey,
But that's
nah,
really
you
nice.
think
There's
now.
this guy who posted. He's a Nigerian guy, and he's been married for what, about 15 years, and he wants to get out of the marriage because he's 36 now. So he was like one of these young guys. who
Yeah,
got
he
married.
probably got married
So
at 21.
he's now met a girl in her 20s, and he wants to leave
Quisha.
because he's now in love. He says he's never been in love with his
Before
wife.
it was
so basically,
obligation.
he probably obligated,
Yeah.
right? And so now here's the crazy part. Did I say obligated? I did.
It's okay, you're
obliged.
tired. It's okay.
I am, yeah.
It's okay, you're tired.
So he asked her, yo, sis, says I want to leave, you know. And he's even offering her cash, and she's like, Z, me, I don't want to be. I can be this. She can be the second wife. I don't want to leave. Imagine.
No.
Oh, damn.
She's like, I don't even want your money. He's offering her 13 million Kenya shillings.
To leave.
To get divorced, and
Yeah.
she doesn't
She don't
want
She
to.
don't want.
Yeah, because there's more. If there's 13 million for me to leave, what if I stay?
I don't think it's about she's
okay.
she's good. She's got her cars, she's got her house, and I'm just like, okay. Now let's talk about
know what I
arranged
think?
marriage.
Money
You
is
know what
still
I
money,
think?
though.
I think she thinks this is just a phase for him. They've been together for so long, and he's found a new shiny toy, and she knows it's going to fade.
Yeah.
So when it fades, she'll still be the wife.
Yeah,
I think that's how she's thinking.
I
Hey,
think
hapo ndo unashtuka,
and I also
unashangaa
think,
that
like-
No,
shiny
but for a
toy
lot of
was
guys,
the
it happens
one.
like
there's
that.
something you
imagine.
said which I find very interesting. If you've spoken to anybody who's been married, like older, not young couples, older couples, like couples that have been there 20 years, 30 years, they'll tell you looks is nothing.
It's nothing.
Completely nothing. And you see, I find that most of us choose partners because of looks.
True.
Right? Like, that's a really huge component, right? Even if there was like, okay, fine, say this is a 10, this is your standard, but then there's a 6.5 somewhere, right? But then they have all the other qualities.
Yeah.
Imagine somehow, and this one has like 3 of the qualities you're looking for.
Yeah,
like
you
maybe
take
they're
the
not-
attractive one.
You'll take the attractive one. And so fast forward 2 years later,
Yeah.
you're stacked with, COVID has hit, your job, nini,
Yeah.
hapo, and the baby hash is just serving you looks, man. All of a sudden you start to realize, shit, and then now you're locked in that house together. I'm telling you an
Yeah.
actual true story.
No, it happens.
I'm
like
telling
that.
you
It's
an
true.
actual true
Oh, wow,
story.
yeah.
And so now you're locked up in that house together, and you start to realize, fuck, I can't even talk to this person.
I miss my
Imagine.
office
Like,
wife.
yes.
Imagine.
No, he doesn't have an office
Oh,
wife.
okay.
This wife is bangingly hot. Lakini,
But there's nothing else.
now, sasa yeye sasa ako kwa ile space ya, your brokenness is,
Affecting
Affecting
me.
me.
that's where he are.
Damn.
So after
Yeah.
COVID imefika, person has launched their new lives out there. Now they're going out because now you've lost your job. Now you're in the
Yeah.
crib. You see, you're choosing based off of,
Looks, that's true.
and you're forgetting
But
that
you
that's
have
6
babies.
6.5. Yeah. Who you're going
And
to
then-
feed with their,
and
you're going
then-
to feed them with their looks.
And then you
Nah,
can't
see,
even talk to
just
their mother.
work hard.
Yeah. How are you going to peace?
That's
men
true.
men claim that they like peace, but they also
They
like
choose the opposite.
they choose turmoil. right?
true.
The one who'd give you peace of mind. You're like,
You're like,
need
So
talking.
peace
need
of,
someone
peace of
excited.
mind is the one who's
and then
not
the
so
crazy part,
attractive.
they keep going for the 20-year-olds looking
Yes.
for peace, and I'm just like, okay.
20-year-olds, they don't have peace in themselves. How
My
do you
God.
expect them to give it
My
to you?
God.
But that thing for
Guy.
looks is so true. I remember like all through high school, like guys were always trying to like hook me up, I guess. What's the word?
Hook you up.
Yeah, hook me up, but not like that. With like the cute light-skinned guy or like the cute like Arab guy. So when I started...
Was that your type?
No.
That was your type.
Well, you like Drake.
Because
You like
That's
Drake
the
though.
only light-skinned guy I like. I've never dated a light-skinned guy.
Guy was Drake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
you like
just
Drake.
I think you have a type.
Yeah.
It's just Drake. Have you seen my boyfriend? Is he
You
Drake?
told us about the Arab guy, the one who took your nini, the one you met, the one you had the
Yes.
nini issue with their friend. You remember?
Which friend?
When the guy you busted and you had to go like,
That's the guy I'm talking about.
Oh, it's the same
like
guy.
back in the day, they were always trying. Like he's the one who actually succeeded in like
Like penetrating.
liking me. No.
into your life. Wow, guys. Don't sexualize all the words.
I realized a long time ago that
Penetrating into your life. Aye.
I didn't say that. She said
Into
that.
your
I didn't
life.
say that. I did not say that. So I don't know why Kerry is laughing. So back then is when I realized that people have this stereotype of if you're with a light skinned guy or like Arab guy, he's cute and you should be together. And I remember thinking, this guy is not even interesting. Like at least if he was interesting, I'd talk to him.
Oh, yeah,
or, like,
shit.
I'd
I
watch
had a
Nini
Moab
with
guy as
him.
well when I was, like,
and
growing.
I'm like,
I get to think
you can't
class
just put me
six.
with someone because we look cute together. Because everyone like
God,
back
he was
then had like
cute.
boyfriends, and I'm the only one who was single, so they were trying to like get me in a relationship like everyone else. And I remember the Arab guy was actually interesting, but the pointy guy, I was just like, this guy is just good to look at, and that's it. So I realized when I was like maybe 16, 17 that looks are not everything. So
Why?
even going into my dating life, I was once, for me, I don't want just someone who looks cute.
Yeah.
We need to have a conversation. That's why I'm into funny guys,
Yeah.
intelligent guys.
Uh-huh.
So moral of the story is, don't pick a partner because of looks.
And also, moral of the story. Remember
But
when I
find
told
someone
you?
attractive.
looks,
remember when I
looks
told
is
you-
But they still have to,
everything.
no, but they
Kerry.
still have to be attractive.
Kerry, do you
Yeah.
remember when I
Yeah.
told you guys, I think it was episode 3, that cute people like dating? Ugly people.
Not so
It's
cute
not
people.
ugly.
Not
Average.
so cute people
Not so
because
cute
you already know. She's just confirmed my story. Drops mic.
Yes.
You just confirmed my story.
Yeah.
What do you? So are you calling me ugly? I'm joking.
You're the cute one in your
I am
relationship,
the
sis.
cute one.
According to what you've told us.
I was the cute one in that relationship. That
And in
wasn't
this one-
really a
in this one now,
relationship.
who's the cute one?
Obviously me. I can't date someone who's prettier
now-
than me,
so now, if-
but he's
if-
handsome.
If you've met someone
Yeah.
and
He's number 2 in
like
the
all your
cuteness
life,
scale.
like let's
Yeah,
say now
he's
for you,
definitely
Joyce,
number 2. I'm number
there
1.
was this pointy guy, this light skinned guy, this
Yeah.
Morabu guy,
Yeah.
and then you go and meet someone, and deep down you know they're not attractive. Do you tell them, Mama? You keep that. That's a secret.
I'm
that
not
you
going
keep
to
and don't
tell you.
nobody.
Wait, do you? Sorry, you gotta repeat that. What did you ask?
Like what you're saying, cute people
Yeah.
date not so cute people, right?
Yeah.
Those are relationships that last. So if you find your person, and let's say you obviously see yourself as attractive, so you're like, there's 2 options. There's this guy who's like really hot,
Yeah.
and this guy he's trying, but up here he's intelligent and he's funny.
Yeah.
So are you going to tell him
That is the second runners-up.
Yes.
No.
I'm that. Now that's.
Let me
Why
tell you
would
something.
you say that? Because beauty lies in the eye of the beholder. To me, you might not be cute, but to someone else, you're like they're fighting over you on this side.
Let me tell you,
So
I
you
think-
keep that secret.
I
to
think
the
also,
girl.
I think also age. I
Definitely.
think also age plays a huge part, right? I think when I was younger, I was all about the looks. Okay, like who wants to be seen with someone basic? You know what I mean? But then you start to realize that looks isn't everything.
Yeah.
And for me, intelligence is a huge part. Like especially now. So in that scenario, right, the good-looking guy.
So
I
good to
can
look
guy.
at. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's so many Kwanzaa. Wow.
They're actually very many until you start talking. You're like,
No, I'm not saying they're cute and not
oh, not
intelligent.
Oh, okay.
Some.
So-
Some. In this example, like there's this one, but this 6.5 one, if his looks are average, but he's a sound, smart guy.
Yeah.
He's emotionally balanced.
Stable,
Like,
yeah.
do you understand
He
that
becomes
that
more
already
attractive.
makes him an 16
10.
compared to this 10 who had looks?
Facts.
Do you
1,000%
automatically realize that you want he becomes more
true.
attractive
1,000% true.
because of just how
His quality.
he's got so much more going for him.
Yeah.
You understand? Than just looks. Six pack nitaonesha Lando.
Are you
Ati
sure?
sweetie come Lando amekuja. No shots.
Are you sure?
Hiyo
Are you
ni ya
sure
2 months,
In the middle of
unaona?
an argument, you're not gonna be like, that's why your knees like shikana.
No, we gotta say shit like that. Even I've got things going on. What you talking? Everybody's got things going on. Everybody's got things going on.
Yeah, that's
the other
true.
day, someone was telling me, "Hey, Kwambok's your knock need." I'm just like, you are knocked teeth.
You are?
No, you're not need.
I am.
No,
I
you're
am.
not.
I am very,
I've
very
not noticed that.
deeply. When
So
I was a
someone
kid, I
was just
used to
looking
be
at you
really weird
walking.
about it.
That's weird.
Now I was posing in a
You've
photo.
done a
Even I
really
see
good job.
when I pose in a photo, ask Gilly. My legs are always saying K.
Get out.
Right? So I usually have to like we try to edit those photos.
You try and edit your
Rarely.
feet.
Yeah, but not everybody. There's so many other photographers that take photos.
Okay.
So in some of those photos, you see my legs
Right.
are just.
Ebu stand, you walk with see.
But like,
I'm not need.
Okay, so-
Yeah. So everybody has something going
but yeah,
on.
that's very true.
Yeah.
If you have other things going on for you, even though you're not as attractive as an obvious 10
Yeah.
by looking at them, you'll probably be more attractive because of the qualities that you have. AKA being funny guys.
Yeah.
1000%. It gives them 5 points on their
High five,
looks.
high five.
Yeah.
Have you seen Kim Kardashian's new man?
Oh, you see? How can Pete
Pete.
Davidson date Kim Kardashian? You ask yourself. Have you seen him?
You know what I mean? And Kanye is like quite a
he's not
good-looking guy.
bad-looking guy,
You know,
okay?
Pete
But he's
is-
not Kanye.
Pete, at some point, he even looks like he's like on drugs and he's like emaciated and just like going through.
Oh my God.
At some point, he even looked like before he started dating Kim, he looked like he was like just going through a lot of shit.
And you know who
right?
he was with before? Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
Funny guys.
Boom.
Funny guys.
Yeah, so
Funny
funny guys
guys.
always win.
They always win.
you know
We're
what I always
channeling
tell- You know what I
Rihanna.
always tell my co-anchor? I tell him that I don't think babes automatically just go for the money. Yes, it's not just babes.
Yeah.
Kerry, if Kim Kardashian shows up here in a Rolls Royce and she's like, "Hey, Kerry,
Let's
you're going
go."
to you're going to skip
You
into
don't
the
even
car."
care.
You'll
You
be
care
like,
about the
"Hey,
looks.
hey."
Like,
You will
Episode
enter
bye.
there. And, you know what I mean?
Bye.
Everybody likes money, whether it's babes or guys. Guys are just salty because not so many babes offer them money.
Damn.
That's just a fact,
Yeah, that's
right?
true.
Us, we're smart. We're not out
Yeah.
here sponsoring your ass.
Offer
yeah?
them money as in here's. Okay,
Yeah,
you know
like
what?
they are those ones. The ones who have tasted money,
Yeah.
like being given money. Listen,
Very excited.
they know what it's about.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they like it. But these other ones are still like, oh, you know, I'm macho, blah blah blah. Shake a 1 million, shut up, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, baby. Okay. You know, it's just that you haven't experienced it.
Twenty monomers.
But
Can I run
don't
your
think-
bath
I
water?
don't think women like we are automatically thinking, you know what? I need a man with money.
Yeah.
Like money is one aspect of life.
Yeah. If
You
you
know
are
what I mean?
normal.
I know
woman.
people who they've got the money, but they're lonely.
Yeah.
The partner is never there.
Yeah,
The
that's true.
partner is going out there entertaining people, and we all know about it. Like a
Maze.
koba next door.
But as
anafanya
long
vitu
as he's
zake,
paying for your lifestyle,
you know.
but
Yeah.
you can't tell him
To
shit.
people out
Yeah.
here, she can't even talk because to people out here, she looks like, yo, but sis, you have the house, you live in Karen.
Yeah, exactly.
She's so lonely in that house. She's
Yeah.
just talking to dogs and running around and doing TikTok videos, right? Then you
Having
have
affairs with the
yeah,
with the
then you
Shamba
have that
boys.
one who's like, okay, fine, maybe it's career, right? So there are men out here who are thinking, oh, she just needs financial stability. That's one aspect. I need a whole rounded human being.
You know?
So that's why if I just find a comedian who's like got a bit of money, not a recommend, who's, you know, doing his thing and sorting himself out, and as in it's just a healthy mix and you can see he's on an upward trajectory, that becomes more attractive than that one who's made it,
Yeah.
but can't even hold a conversation.
conversation,
The only
no.
thing he can tell you about, hey, my Mercedes Benz. I'm like, okay, my Range Rover.
You know,
I'm
like,
impressed.
in my early 20s, you know, before I understood myself, I was actually attracted to a lot of like hot guys, but a lot of them were emotionally unstable. I've worked through my issues, okay, and I realized why I
Good
was
girl.
dating such people.
Yeah.
But there was one who was like batshit crazy, like accusing me of stealing his money.
Yo, man, them, yo, pissing me off, you know.
And I'm
Wait,
like, you're in
what?
my car. What do you mean? Like he was mentally unstable. I think he had bipolar.
You have dated someone
Like-
who's accused you of stealing their money.
Yeah.
Please, sis, you gotta pause here.
I was just
I'm
like,
going to
Guy.
remind you where you are, but you gotta tell us that story.
Guy,
bro.
Abu, let's see. Paul.
you stole their heart though.
So I don't know. He was like, I don't know what he was working on that day, and then I think we were coming from town to his place, and he was like,
And this is inside your car.
yeah.
Imagine.
And he
the
was like,
audacity.
kwanza back then it was my hand. Hata ikuwa yangu, nilikuwa nimeomba ya weekend nirudishe. Anyway, so you know me being like the cool like girlfriend I am, I didn't even want to be his girlfriend to begin with. Story for another day. So he says, let me go to the house, I pick something, I come back. So me, I'm chilling in the car, nini, I'm on my phone, blah, blah, blah. He comes back looking upset, even like bangs the door. And I'm like, what's going on? I was like, yeah, I can't even remember how much it was because to me that was all just insane. And then he asked me, oh, yeah, Suju had put it, Suju, where, and I can't find it. And I'm like, oh, have you checked the car? At that point, I still don't realize he's trying to accuse me. He's like, oh, have you? I'm like, yeah, check the dashboard. I even started looking with him. And he's like, I know you took it. I'm like, rewind selector, sorry. You think I took your money, okay? You are in my car, driving to your place in my car, and you think I stole your money? He was like, yeah, where else would it be? So do you know one else? Nini has been in that house, blah, blah, blah. I was like, you know what?
Great.
Get out of my car.
Why are people insane?
Yeah.
Like, okay, but.
He was like, I don't know why you do this to me. You're just trying to sabotage me. I'm like, bro, what? Like, he was saying a lot of crazy things. I was just like, you must be insane. You must be insane. And then when I told him to get out of the car, he went. And I just sat there in shock. And then he came back and he apologized. And I'm like, this guy is not okay. I saw him a few times after that.
So he found the money.
But
he just
that was the moment.
Bro, I don't even think he made it all the way to the house because he came back way too quickly. By the time I was like grooming the car to like in the middle of being like, the fuck? He came back.
Damn.
And when she was saying the fact, she was like, yeah, I bet one Mississippi, I hope he comes back.
So
to Mississippi, I hope he comes back.
I saw him a few times.
After she's been accused of stealing. I swear to God. Like,
and it was those days for, you remember BlackBerry, and there were those BlackBerry groups, and then I remember a friend of mine was coming
BBM.
from...
BBM.
BBM.
A friend of
Can
mine
we just
was
take a
coming.
high five for
BBM.
those people who on BBM? Like,
Shows our
Buzz.
age, but it's fine. So there's even now in between, after
Before.
seeing him again, in between there, someone I posted, you know, they used to post a profile picture. I posted a friend of mine who was coming like from the States. He had been there for like a while. He was coming
you
back.
posted another nigga
And
on
then-
your page.
But I wasn't dating the
It
guy.
doesn't
He knew
matter.
it.
You guys have just
He
said you can't.
knew.
Yeah.
You
Literally,
told us.
no.
You told us you got.
In my early 20s, okay,
Yeah,
I was
okay.
very
Is
emotionally
that your
unstable.
defense?
Yeah, I was very emotionally
Yeah.
unstable.
You put another guy as your profile
Imagine
picture.
that he's coming.
But bro, this guy was also like seeing someone else. Like
Oh, so
it's not
this
that
was
you
tit
were
for tit.
in. No, it's not like you were in a relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, he made it clear that he's seeing someone. I made it clear I'm also seeing someone, but we're not exclusive. Anyway, so
So you see how diseases spread.
Damn.
yeah. Anyway, so yeah, somewhere in the middle of that, also when I posted that picture, he was like, "Oh, I saw you posted to G so and so." He's like, "Do you even love me?" I'm like, "Love? I know you. I've known you for 2 months." And we have not even described this
Was
relationship.
this before he accused you or after?
Damn.
This nigga
As
is
in-
insane.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
but like, can we just talk about couples that steal from each other?
Who
Because
steal from each other?
Wow,
That's
sis.
insane.
Wow.
That's your partner.
Wow. Where? Hey, your partner is not your mother. I'm telling you, there are people out there who be doing some crazy things, man. Imagine if you're in a relationship and you have to be worried about like your partner's like. Anyway, I'm just saying, if you can go through your partner's phone, you can steal from them.
No, you can't. I've gone
I
through
mean, you're
my
stealing
partner's
their data.
phone.
You're stealing
Fun
their
fact.
data.
It's our data.
No,
in
Fun
a
fact.
they are
relationship.
data. Data is
our
personal.
data. It's our
You at
data.
heaven,
So couples,
una kila mtu
couples,
anaishi
that,
yake personal.
couples that snoop on their partners' phones, those relationships last longer.
Eh?
What?
That's from research.
Which
No.
research?
Yes.
Can they search now?
Nah, like for real.
That's a lie.
Another finding they got was couples that portray PDA. You run a higher risk of breaking up.
Because
Because you're just
Yeah.
overcompensating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
PDA, whether it's on social media, whether it's outdoors, or like you're in the middle of like
your
this shoot.
bonfire adventures, you're
And then
advertising
now
your
you want to
business.
push your-
Now you're just you and your business partner. Now we know about your home, jabo jabo.
Good, jabba, jabba,
So what are you
right?
saying? Is this how we ended up in this situation?
Yeah.
People just sorted out their marriage.
We did. So
think
they
So
stopped
if you want
posting
your
each other.
relationship to last and build trust, snoop. Check their phone.
Do you know I've
Damn.
snooped before and it drove me insane.
I've
I
snooped
felt
right?
like a mad person.
After that, you
honestly.
trusted
Me
them.
too.
No,
I've
that
snooped
relationship
before.
is clearly over.
Oh,
I've
you
snooped
found what
before.
you were looking for.
Once before. And
I
let me
found what
tell
I was
you,
looking for and then we were able to get past it.
You see?
But then we still broke up.
I've snooped before. Remember the incident of the
Yeah.
smartphone? So I've snooped before. It was around
The
that
same
time. It was
person
such a
who
toxic.
needed
I
the-
told you it was
Oh,
a toxic space.
Jesus.
And you know what that really taught me? If you notice, like even if your phone rings, I will never touch it.
Anyone's.
I learned a discipline of never touching anybody's
Yeah,
phone.
me too. I learned that
Like
too.
even if like there's 65 missed calls on your phone, I'ma just wait for you to come back.
Yeah.
And I
You
just,
wouldn't
I
even
don't
do
know-
like,
nope, nope.
no?
I'm not trying to
but
touch nobody's phone.
I understand why, because I've snooped before and literally it made me feel like I am a mad person. Every day, always looking, every other 2 days, trying to see if I can find something.
When you're
every
keeping
other
up with the
I can-
conversation.
Bro, yeah!
I can
Tulikuwa
see- I can-
tumefika
I can-
hapa,
I can
you
so
have
see you going
deleted
insane.
something.
Yeah, I felt like
Hapa
I was
hivi.
losing it, my
Yeah.
guy. So that you don't come and tell me at you, oh, you know, we've only talked once. I'll come to you and I have evidence for like 5 conversations.
Screenshots.
did you
like
used-
lying
did
is
you
such-
used to send
let me
yourself
tell you,
the
if you're
screenshot?
cheating,
Yeah, I emailed them to myself.
You need to
I'm
understand
telling
something,
you, it's
Kerry.
bad. It's bad.
in fact, because me have cheated before, I'll tell you this, right? Guys, don't lie.
Don't
Okay?
lie, imagine.
If you're gonna lie,
Because I
be
feel
aware.
weird.
Make sure that this person hasn't gone, like, doesn't have evidence.
Yeah. And then, you know, sometimes,
You look
for
like a
me,
fool.
sometimes it'll be-
Otherwise, they just deny. Otherwise, if you're just sitting there at it only once,
Because you know, sometimes for me,
they,
it'll
they
even
can't
be.
tell you that they've snooped.
I'll tell
They
myself.
can't come out to tell you.
I'll tell myself I won't snoop, and then I have a weird dream about a conversation
What
that
dream?
probably we've never had, or an argument reoccurring, and then I snoop. So it was driving me mad. It was in my subconscious. I was dreaming about it.
No, wait, hold
We
up,
have to.
hold up,
We're
hold
gonna
up,
we're
hold
gonna
up,
we're
wait.
gonna talk about this in the next
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
I gotta have to go back to work.
So you had a dream he was cheating.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you
And
see
now, and
That's it.
there's an ex of mine who's actually with that girl that I dreamt about.
Wow.
You had a dream he was
Yeah.
cheating.
Yeah.
Did you
Wait,
tell
did
him
you
like I
feel
dreamt
it?
you cheated on me?
Yeah, I did, but
Did
Were
he
you
say
standing
sorry?
at the door or something?
no, he wasn't actually cheating, but there was, I guess, something going on.
And sis,
I have a
always
meme
trust
I'm
your
sending
gut.
to you.
Always trust your gut.
Always trust your gut,
You know,
yeah.
women, we have an ACA thing called
Yeah, it's a
intuition.
sixth sense. Because
As in,
it's
even
someone.
if you're just vibing with
Yeah.
somebody,
It was even someone who, like, he was trying to make me feel comfortable about. He was like, yeah, you know, I've left her taking care of my
it's
son
not
because they're
intuition,
neighbors.
It's
Right.
trauma from past
no, it's
relationships.
intuition. It's intuition.
It's
It's
not.
intuition.
Energy is
It's
You
intuition.
know what? We're gonna talk
It's
about it in the next.
intuition.
Watch.
Okay, bye.
Okay.